Audiophiles, this is an interconnect, or what we people of lesser appreciation call a cable. If I buy it today, it will cost me £4 Great British pounds and 99 Great British pence. Free next day delivery with Prime. Audiophiles, this is another interconnect. Or because of my presumed lack of audio sophistication, I'd call it a cable. If I buy it today, well, I can't because it's made to order. But if I order it today, I can expect to pay 8,899 Great British pounds, or around 12,000 US dollars. So that's a difference of 8,894 pounds and 1 penny GBP for pretty much the same thing, a 1 metre stereo RCA cable. Sorry, interconnect. This is where the world of hi-fi enthusiasm splits into two opposing sides. One side would say that if a cable isn't faulty, i.e. broken, and manufactured to modern standards, £4.99 is all you need to pay. Pay more and you won't hear any difference. The other side would say, are you mad? The differences in interconnects are massive and easy to hear. And of course you'd pay as much as you could afford to get the best that you can. Commenters, time for your first comment. Oh yes, there'll be another opportunity later. Let's bring this down to science. Mere, measurable, predictable, safe and solid science. Again, ruling out faulty cables, not continuous, shorting, intermittent, badly made connectors, that sort of thing. What makes a cable cheap, or what makes it expensive? I'll give you a few options. Resistance. You'd want it to have low resistance, otherwise you're losing signal. Capacitance between the conductor and the shield. Low, otherwise it will filter higher frequencies. Good shielding, otherwise interference will get through to the conductor. Microphonics. Well, electric guitarists will know all about this, and they call it a lead. Well, we older, wrinklier guitarists used to. A lead or a cable that crackles or creates any kind of noise when it's moved, or even vibrated as the speakers pump out sound, is not to be liked. I think that's about it for stone cold science. Scientifically minded commenters may chip in here, but I'll have another question for everyone later. So many hi-fi enthusiasts will consider that when the science is satisfied, so are they. £4.99, remember. And I think it's reasonable to say, judging from comments on earlier videos I've made about cables, that a lot of enthusiasts don't hear any differences between cables that are merely competent and cables that are exotic. They don't hear anything and they don't expect to. So this is where I get to, some might say, finally get to, my point. The cable you need as a skeptical enthusiast is this. A cable made to a very high standard of quality by an experienced manufacturer, but with engineered-in defects. Or maybe a range of cables, each with one specific defect. I'm going to say that again because I think that this is an important point that needs to be considered and understood. Because so many of us doubt the merit of very expensive interconnects, anyone who is genuinely an audio enthusiast needs a cable made to a very high standard of quality by an experienced manufacturer, but with engineered-in defects, or maybe a range of cables, each with one specific defect. That way, all of us will be able to hear and appreciate the importance, or dare I say it, the irrelevance of cables. And having trained your ears on a cable with known and audible defects, surely you'd easily be able to hear the advantages of a really high-end interconnect. So, who's for it? A range of cables made by a competent manufacturer with designed-in defects. I've searched the internet and there really doesn't seem to be such a thing yet. And it's a whole new product line for manufacturers to indulge us with. Maybe even to the point of an £8,899 cable that has very subtle defects that only true audiophiles could appreciate and enjoy. Time to comment. My simple question, genuinely, what do you think? Oh, I'm going to throw in another parallel issue here. Maybe high-end equipment will be able to drive and resolve low-end cables better, or maybe make any problems more audible. That's definitely another matter to consider. I'm going to come back to this topic in a week or two and consider your comments. So get tapping or typing. Hey, we need a name for this. Defect cables, maybe. What do you think? See you soon.
Hi, Betty. Do you think we should say hello to Sean and Sean's friend?
Yes, Debbie, I think we should.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean's friend.